Welcome, radiant souls. I am Rafael and I greet you from the hearth of collective spirit. Today, we explore a subject tender to many, Lightworker burnout, and how to protect your sacred energy on the path. If these themes nourish you, I invite you to subscribe and share your reflections below. Our circle is alive with your presence. Tonight, as dusk hushes the world and old worries settle, let us turn towards the quiet ache felt by those called to be vessels of light. To be a lightworker is to stand barefoot in storm and sunshine alike, to listen to others' pain, to draw it near, and tenderly transmute it within your own heart. Yet this holy work can erode even the surest foundation, like waves carving stone. The world, ever hungry for healing, may forget that healers, too, are woven of fragile threads. Many of you, torchbearers on humanity's winding path, feel the silent weight of exhaustion, depletion, the ache of carrying more than your own burdens. Genuine service springs from overflowing fullness, not from a well run dry. This journey is not about martyrdom, but about wise stewardship of your luminous essence. Let us illuminate the shadows of burnout together, with kindness, depth, and a map for reclaiming the gold within our bones.
Rafael, why do lightworkers like me feel so drained? Isn't love supposed to be limitless?
Love is indeed a boundless wellspring, sourced from a deeper current than personality or ego. But as embodied beings, we experience love through the vessel of our nervous system, our heart, our time, our body. Imagine the sun shining through a delicate window. The light is endless, but the window can crack, cloud, or become dim. Many lightworkers unconsciously take on others' energies, mistaking self-sacrifice for service. True love includes boundaries, it nourishes the self as much as the other. Burnout comes when we give from depletion, forgetting that we, too, are tended by the same divine light. To serve wisely, you must know when to close the window and let yourself be replenished by the infinite.
But helping others just feels so urgent. Doesn't stepping back mean I'm abandoning them?
This is the great illusion of the wounded healer, Sirian. Our culture glorifies self-forgetting in the name of service, mistaking urgency for love. In truth, when you act from exhaustion, you transmit not only your guidance but your weariness, your shadow, your unspoken longing to be rescued yourself. To step back is not to abandon but to trust that the universe, the soul of the other, and the field of spirit are continually at work. When you rest and replenish, you return able to offer presence and clarity, far more valuable than your tired rescue. You honor both the other's sovereignty and your own humanity.
How can I recognize the signs of burnout before it's too late?
Listen to your inner weather. Burnout signals itself first as tension in the body, fatigue that lingers, headaches, or a weight behind the eyes. Emotionally, you may feel irritability, numbness, or a creeping cynicism where once there was hope. Spiritually, the world may lose color and meaning, prayer and meditation feel empty. Relationships may fray as you lose patience and feel invisible or resentful. The deepest sign is a sense of losing touch with your own source, as if you are a ghost moving through obligatory motions. These signals are invitations to return to yourself before you are fully spent.
I'm afraid people will just call me selfish if I set boundaries. How do I deal with that guilt?
To set boundaries is an act of sacred self-respect, not selfishness. The guilt you feel is the echo of old conditioning. Perhaps as a child, you learned love was conditional on self-erasure. But consider, would you call a rose selfish for closing its petals at dusk, or the ocean stingy for retreating with the tide? Every being has a rhythm of giving and receiving. The guilt is not your enemy, but a messenger. Sit with it, breathe into your heart, and remind yourself, honoring my needs serves the whole. You teach others by example how to cherish their own essence. Let your boundary be offered gently and with love, a bridge that connects, not a wall that divides.
Sometimes I feel like I have to save everyone, even complete strangers. Where does this compulsion come from?
The compulsion to save arises from a mix of soul memory and unresolved wounding. As a lightworker, you likely carry ancient, perhaps even cosmic, memories of being a healer or guide. At the same time, the wounded child within may yearn for validation, a subconscious hope that by rescuing others, you will finally be worthy, loved, or safe. The world, too, projects rescue fantasies onto those who glow with empathy. True service is not about salvation, it is about witness, standing beside someone in their darkness, honoring their capacity to find their own light, and only offering your hand when it is truly invited, and never at the cost of your own wholeness.
Is it possible to help without taking on others' pain? How?
Yes, and it is essential. The key is compassion without enmeshment, which requires rooting yourself in your own energetic center. Visualize your heart as a luminous sphere, imagine your energy as a golden cocoon around you. When helping, breathe deeply and remain conscious of your boundaries. Offer your presence, your listening, your wisdom, but do not absorb the pain as your own. Trust that the other's suffering is sacred and purposeful for their journey. You are a mirror, not a sponge. Practice closing your field after helping, shake your body, wash your hands, or spend a moment connecting to nature, releasing all that is not yours.
What if I start to feel numb and lose my sense of meaning? Does that mean I'm no longer a true lightworker?
Not at all. Numbness is the soul's whisper that you are living on the edge of your capacity. It is a natural, protective pause, a signal to turn inward and replenish, not a sign of failure. All beings, even the most luminous, have seasons of dormancy and darkness. When purpose seems to fade, know that the soil is preparing for new growth beneath the surface. Let yourself rest, grieve, and listen. Your light will emerge again, refined by humility and deeper compassion for yourself.
I meditate, but sometimes even that feels draining. Why?
When meditation becomes another task or another way to transcend discomfort, it can paradoxically deplete you. Sometimes, the mind uses spiritual practice to escape rather than to embrace. Notice if your meditation is driven by an a discipline, not a devotion. Instead, approach your inner space with softness, curiosity, and a willingness to feel whatever arises. Sometimes, what you need most is sleep, laughter, or movement, rather than stillness. Allow your practice to change with the tides of your being, and let self-compassion be the heart of all you do.
I struggle with saying no, it feels impossible sometimes. How can I get better at it?
Saying no is an act of love that honors both self and other. Begin by pausing when asked for energy or help, give yourself permission to delay your answer. Breathe, check in with your heart, and notice if your yes comes from fear or genuine joy. Practice simple phrases, "Let me get back to you," or "I wish I could, but I need to rest." Start small, in low-risk situations, and build this muscle gradually. Notice how your body relaxes when your no is clear. Remember, every authentic no frees another's path as much as your own.
Are there rituals or practices from your Sirian wisdom that help maintain strong energy boundaries?
Yes. From the Sirian perspective, energy hygiene is as vital as physical hygiene. Each morning, imagine drawing a column of light from the great central sun through the crown of your head, down through your spine, and into the earth. See all stagnant energies being swept away. Envision a field of crystalline blue light, like a cloak, surrounding you, soft, permeable, but discerning. Throughout your day, consciously zip up this field after each encounter by tracing your hand from your pelvis to above your head while affirming, "I am sovereign in my light." At night, call on the silvery light of Sirius to cleanse and restore you as you sleep. These rituals need not be complex, intent and heartful presence are the true power.
If I take time for myself, people say I've changed or grown distant. Will I lose friends this way?
The path of authenticity inevitably transforms your relationships. Some may drift away, unable to meet your new boundaries or energy. This is not a sign of failure, but of evolution. Those who cherish your soul will celebrate your self-care, and new connections will emerge, more aligned, more mutual. As you respect your needs, you magnetize those who honor your wholeness. Grieve the losses, but trust that all true bonds are resilient. Changing does not mean abandoning, it means emerging into a more honest, empowered way of being with others.
How do I deal with the feeling that I'm not doing enough, even when I'm exhausted?
This feeling is a shadow born of the collective wound, the belief that worth must be earned through endless effort. Recognize this as a cultural ghost, not a divine truth. In the Sirian gnosis, being is as sacred as doing. You are valuable simply for existing, for breathing, for carrying light in your heart. When exhaustion arrives, let it be your teacher. Commit to doing enough, not everything. Whisper to yourself, I am enough, and my being radiates more than all my busyness. Let your rest ripple outward as much as your action.
How do Sirian souls view the purpose of burnout itself? Does it have meaning?
All experience, including burnout, is a messenger. From a Sirian view, burnout is the soul's way of inviting you home, back to simplicity, humility, to the deep remembering that you are not the source itself, but a vessel. Burnout dismantles illusions of omnipotence, it softens the heart, humbles the mind, and turns your gaze inward. It asks you to return to the wellspring and drink deeply, so that your offerings flow from abundance, not wound. Burnout, embraced consciously, can initiate a new chapter of wisdom, humility, and true service.
Some days I wake up dreading all the needs around me. Is it okay to step away completely for a while?
Not only is it okay, it is often essential. The heart, like the tide, ebbs and flows. Withdrawal is sacred, hermitage is medicinal. Imagine great mystics and healers, they all retreated, sometimes for months or years, to attune to deeper frequency. When you dread, you are being called back to your center, to release the burdens not meant for you. Let yourself step away, seek solitude, replenish your well, and trust that the world continues to turn. When you return, you will have more to offer, and with deeper joy.
My empathy is so strong, I feel others' feelings like my own. How can I stop being so overwhelmed?
Deep empathy is a great gift, but without discernment, it becomes a flood. Practice grounding daily, connect with earth energy, walk barefoot, imagine roots growing from your feet deep into the soil. Learn to differentiate, pause and ask, is this feeling truly mine? Create energetic rituals, washing hands in cool water, smudging, gentle breathwork, to release what is not yours. Fill your own cup first, and know that your sensitivity is for attunement, not absorption. Empathy becomes wisdom when balanced with clear boundaries.
Can burnout cause me to lose my spiritual gifts?
Your true gifts cannot be lost, only veiled when your vessel is exhausted. Burnout clouds your intuition and dims your clarity, but these qualities are innate, they sleep, but do not die. As you rest and heal, your gifts return, often brighter and more discerning, free from old distortions. Trust that all abilities born of love are woven into your soul, awaiting your return.
Are there signs from the universe guiding me to rest that I just miss?
The universe whispers through subtle signs, persistent fatigue, repeated obstacles, forgotten joy, or even illness. Synchronicities might occur, cancelled plans, unexpected solitude, calls for silence or retreat. The body, too, is an oracle, notice aches, headaches, or insomnia. These are gentle nudges, not punishments. Honor their message, slow down, breathe, and trust that your highest service is found in honoring your needs as sacred directives.
Why does service feel so heavy sometimes, when it used to be full of joy?
When service becomes obligation, it loses its golden thread. Joy naturally accompanies true giving, but as you take on too much, joy retreats and duty sets in. This heaviness is the soul's signal, inviting you to review your motives, your limits, and the purity of your yes. Return to what lights you up, give only as much as stirs genuine passion, not as a shield against guilt or fear. Let go of roles and rediscover the childlike delight in simple connection.
How can I rebuild after hitting burnout, practically, step by step?
Begin with radical honesty, admit where you are. Rest first, more than you think you need, let yourself sleep, weep, be unproductive. Tend your body, gentle movement, nourishing food, time in nature. Restore your space, clear clutter, bring in beauty. Check in with your soul through journaling or gentle art. Rediscover forgotten joys, even small ones, music, laughter, simple pleasures. Gradually, reintroduce only those activities and relationships that energize you. Finally, create a daily ritual, however simple, a morning stretch, a prayer, tea in silence as an anchor to your renewed self.
What if I don't feel worthy of rest or self-care?
Worthiness is an inherent quality of your being, unconstrained by what you do or give. The belief you must earn rest is a distortion, passed down through generations that feared lack. You are worthy by virtue of existence itself. Each time you choose rest or self-care, you affirm the sacredness of life, not selfishness. Whisper this to your heart: I am worthy of care. I am beloved of creation. Over time, even if you don't believe it yet, your actions will teach your inner child it is true.
Is there a difference between physical and spiritual exhaustion?
Yes, but they are intimately intertwined. Physical exhaustion often manifests first as tiredness, aches, fragile immunity. Spiritual exhaustion is subtler, a feeling of emptiness, disconnection, apathy, or loss of inner direction. One can cause the other. Working past physical limits drains the soul, neglecting the soul depletes the body. To heal, honor both, nourish your body with rest and movement, and your spirit with beauty, silence, or community. Healing is holistic, the luminous heart needs a steady vessel.
How do I prevent burnout in the long term, not just after it happens?
Prevention requires conscious living, a daily awareness of your limits, joys, and needs. Cultivate regular rituals of energy renewal, grounding, boundaries, time in nature, creative play, sacred pause. Schedule rest as devotion, not afterthought. Learn to sense the first whispers of depletion and respond before crisis. Continually refine your sense of enough, and let go of perfectionism. Seek wise mentors, community, and ongoing reflection. Remember, your light is needed whole, not heroic and broken.
Is it really possible to serve others joyfully, without burning out?
Absolutely. Joyful service arises from overflow, a cup filled by your own alignment, delight, and self-honoring. This requires continual self-attunement, pausing, listening, receiving as much as you give. Serve from what is abundant within you, not obligation. Claim your right to be nourished by your own gifts, let delight be your compass. When you radiate from fullness, service becomes a song, not a burden. This is the highest medicine for both self and world.
What is the most important thing to remember as a lightworker facing burnout?
Remember this: you are not the well, you are the cup. Your task is not to provide all water, but to stay clean, clear, and upright, allowing the living waters of spirit to pour through you. Tend your vessel first. When you are full, your overflow heals. Self-care is not a paradox to service, but its root.
Thank you, Rafael, for your wisdom. What is one thing I can do tonight to protect my energy?
Tonight, before sleep, sit quietly with one hand on your heart and the other on your belly. Breathe deeply and visualize any heaviness or energy not your own gently dissolving, pouring down like golden sand into the earth, where it will be transformed. Whisper to yourself, I release what is not mine. I call back all lost fragments of my light. As you drift into sleep, feel yourself surrounded by gentle blue light, held and protected. Return to this as often as needed.